My warm greetings to the attendees and the panel of the actors for the second Professional Schools International Research Conference. My name is Jo Marie N. Flores, proponent of this research entitled Factors of Investment Behaviors Among Certified Public Accountants in Davao del Norte. Investment is made with the expectation of some progressive return in the future. Investment decision can be selected by individuals using wide range of prospects for the utilization and investment of their available funds. However, in many occasions, lot of factors like feelings, past experiences, and belief impact investment decisions, and investors act in unexpected, illogical, and unwise manner, resulting to earn bad returns in the long run. In Davao del Norte, there are a handful of investors that lost their funds in the recent years, led by poor investment decisions. Moreover, although there are extensive literature about investment behaviors, the proponent has yet to encounter a study on certified public accountants who have strong fundamental knowledge in investments as part of their expertise. Thus, the proponent was compelled to come up with this study. This study seeks to develop domains on investment behaviors of certified public accountants or CPAs in Davao del Norte. Specifically, the study will be conducted to attain the following objectives. First, to identify the determinant factors of investment behaviors among certified public accountants. And secondly, to develop a framework that characterize the investment behaviors among certified public accountants. This study is anchored on traditional finance, which was first introduced by Markowitz in 1952 and named by Eugene Fama in 1970. It was considered as the most prominent financial theory, which portrays investors to be completely rational while taking their investment decisions. As supported by the studies of Eslamoglu, Apan and Ivali 2017, and Aruna and Ajashikar 2016. Shown in Figure 1 is the schematic diagram of the investment behaviors of certified public accountants in Davao del Norte. The dimension of investment decision practices at the center, while many factors that surrounds the dimension of investment decision practices among CPAs in Davao del Norte. The research method that was followed in the conduct of this study includes quantitative non-experimental exploratory factor analysis as its research design, Davao del Norte as its research locale, certified public accountants in academe, public, government, and private sectors are the respondents, while downloaded modified questionnaires subjected to reliability tests using the Cronbach Alpha was the research instrument used. Endorsement from the Dean of the Professional Schools and approval from UMERC were followed, and distribution of questionnaires to all respondents was observed in data collection. Clustering, exploratory factor analysis, test of sampling adequacy and sphericity, factor rotation method are the statistical tools used in the study as well. Voluntary participation, privacy and confidentiality, recruitment, risk, plagiarism, fabrication, falsification, conflict of interest, deceit, and authorship were also discussed in its ethical consideration. The Kaiser-Meyer-Olkin or KMO index is a measure used for assessing sampling adequacy. It is also used as an index in comparing the magnitude of the observed correlation coefficient and partial correlation coefficient to determine if the data are likely to correlate on components. This measure ranges from the value 0 to 1. A value of 0.6 is suggested minimum for a satisfactory factor analysis to proceed, but values closer to 1 are better. So the results suggested that the sample size is adequate and meritorious as it surpassed the acceptable value of 0.6 with significant value of less than 0.5. This result is an overall index telling that the data support the use of exploratory factor analysis and that the data may be grouped into smaller sets of underlying factors. The standard result of exploratory factor analysis can be identified using the latent roots criterion through getting the total value of the variances explained. The total variance explained shows that the result by identifying the value of eigenvalues of the factors and the variance of each factor. As seen in table 3, 4, and 5, an aggregate of 27 of the items, 9 items for cluster 1-1, 12 items for cluster 1-2, and 6 items for cluster 2 successfully loaded out of the 100 items subjected in the exaction procedure. Also, results of the latent truth criterion reveal that an aggregate of 9 factors or components can be extracted from the 100 items submitted for dimensional reduction. These 9 factors explained 67.287, 66.866, and 65.358% cumulative variation in the data for all clusters 1-1, 1-2, and 2 respectively. So table 3 shows the rotated component matrix, which includes the items from clusters 1-1, 1-2, and cluster 2. Results revealed that 9 factors extracted from the 100 items submitted for exploratory factor analysis. The 9 components or dimensions includes economic expectation, herding effect, market information, third-party opinion, accounting information, environment factors, firm ethics, overconfidence, and firm image. So as mentioned, the 9 determinant factors of investment decision practices of certified public accountants in Davao del Norte includes economic expectation, herding effect, market information, third-party information, accounting information, environment factors, firm ethics, overconfidence, and firm image. Resulted or presented in figure 2, the final framework showing the determinants of investment decision of certified public accountants. Again, in the center is the investment making decision behavior of CPAs, while the outside figures are the result of the research study, including the determinants that affecting investment making decision of CPAs in Davao del Norte. Going to our recommendation, CPAs in Davao del Norte may assess investment opportunities by adopting the findings of the study as well as the derived model to be a basis for improvement of its investment making decision. Generated factors may be focused by the accounting sectors, like in the specific fields of commerce and industry, public, government, and academe, to specifically determine the influence in making investment decisions perceived by certified public accountants per sector. And lastly, further studies as to determining factors of investment making decision behavior in a broader scope or in a different statistical methodology should be conducted by future researchers. Also, a qualitative analysis of the findings of this study is recommended to corroborate the findings. Also presented in this specific slide are some of the references used in the conduct of the study. And I think that would be all for my presentation on the research entitled Factors of Investment Decision Practices of CPAs in Davao del Norte. I think I am now ready to any recommendations for further improvement of my study. Thank you and have a great day.